You ever wonder how a giant company, or heck, even the little coffee shop on the corner, actually knows if it's succeeding? Well, it's not magic and it's not guesswork. It's a language. And in this explainer, we're going to break down that language, the universal language of business, one piece at a time.
So let's just dive right in. Think about business as a game, right? You've got your players, you've got your strategies, your goals, but how do you keep score? How do you really know if you're winning or losing? That's where accounting comes in. It's the official scorecard, the one system that tells you the honest-to-goodness truth about how you're doing. All right, so let's start with why we keep calling accounting a language. It's pretty simple, really. It's all about taking every single thing a business does, every sale, every purchase, every paycheck, and translating all of that action into a story that people can actually understand and, more importantly, use.
Now, pay close attention to that last part on the slide. To help users make decisions. That is the entire point. Accounting isn't just about crunching numbers for fun. Nope. It's a process that takes all that raw data and turns it into intelligence, helping people make smarter, better-informed choices about what to do next.
You know, people mix these two up all the time, but they are totally different things. Think of it like this. Bookkeeping, that's your grammar. It's the super detailed work of writing down every single transaction. Important? Yes. But accounting? Well, accounting is the storytelling. It takes all that raw grammar and weaves it into a narrative, analyzing it to show you the bigger picture.
And this language, it didn't just appear out of thin air. It actually evolved over hundreds of years because of a really basic need. People had to bring some kind of order to the chaos of business. Its history is this amazing journey from just simple tally marks to the complex global system we rely on today.
Okay, so a massive leap forward happened back in 14th century Italy. It was this idea called the double entry system, and it was revolutionary. For every transaction, there had to be an equal and opposite entry somewhere else. It was a way to see both sides of the financial coin. Then, this Italian monk Luca Pacioli, he wrote it all down in 1494. And the core idea was so brilliant, so powerful, that it's still the foundation for modern global standards, like IFRS, that we use all over the world today.
Of course, for any language to work, you gotta have rules. Everybody has to agree on what the words mean. And for a financial story to be believed, it has to follow a really strict set of principles. This is what makes the whole thing trustworthy, and lets us compare one company's story to another's.
And yep, those rules have a fancy official name, qualitative characteristics. Now I know that sounds super technical, but it's a simple idea. These are just the specific qualities that financial info absolutely must have to be genuinely useful for making those big decisions we've been talking about.
And really, it all boils down to two huge rules. First, the information has to be relevant. Can it actually change the decisions someone is about to make? And second, it needs to be a faithful representation. Is the story it's telling the whole truth? Is it neutral? Is it free from mistakes? If you're missing either one of those, the information starts to become useless.
So who are all these people reading these financial stories anyway? Who are the players and who's in the audience? Well, they pretty much fall into two big groups. You've got your insiders and your outsiders. First, you've got the insiders. These are the people with a direct connection to the business. Owners, they want to know if they're getting a good return on their money. Management, they need the data to plan and not fly blind. Even employees look at it to see if their jobs are safe, and lenders use it to decide if the company is a good bet to pay back a loan. And then you have all the outsiders. This is everybody from the tax authorities trying to figure out what's owed, to financial analysts trying to pick the next winning stock. Even customers might check a company's health to see if they'll be around to honor a warranty. And the person telling all these stories, the accountant, wears a ton of different hats. As you can see here, the job really changes based on the question you're asking. An auditor is like a fact checker asking, is this story true? A tax accountant is a strategist. How can we do this efficiently? And a forensic accountant, they're the detective, asking, wait a minute, where did the money go? It is a surprisingly diverse field.
And because trust is literally everything in this world, the entire profession is built on a solid foundation of ethics. These 5 pillars, they're totally non-negotiable. Accountants have to be honest, they have to be unbiased, they have to know what they're doing, respect privacy, and act professionally. Without these, the entire language of business just falls apart.
Okay, let's zoom out and bring this all home. Why does this stuff matter so much? Because this language doesn't just describe one little business. It's the system that supports our entire global economy. And here it is. This is the big takeaway. from a small shop owner deciding if they can hire one new person, all the way to a global investor moving billions of dollars. Every single good decision is powered by good information. Accounting is the system we've all agreed on to make sure that information is as clear, consistent, and reliable as humanly possible.
This quote from our source material really nails it. Accounting is how we get transparency. It's the way we hold management accountable for how they're using the money and resources that other people, owners, lenders, you name it, have entrusted to them.
So, whether you're an investor, a manager, or maybe you're just starting your own small thing on the side, the principles are exactly the same. Every financial move is a word, every report is a chapter, and all of it, together, tells a story. So the final question is, what story is your business telling?